My name is Peter Shutz. I'm from New Jersey. I'm an attendee of the Ecumenical Action Days conference here in Washington, D.C. I've been learning about mass incarceration in our country and some of the causes of that. One of the main causes seems to be the minimum sentencing requirements for many convictions, such as minor drug convictions and things like that, that are just overloading our prison system. We have the highest prison population per capita of any country in the world right now, about 2.3 million people, I believe. And it's about 25% of the people in the world are imprisoned in this country for only 5% of the world's population. I believe that about 40% are African Americans. There's a much higher rate of imprisonment of African Americans. There's a lot of racial bias in a lot of these things. People who don't have enough money to defend themselves properly legally are put in prison. The southern states, formerly slavery states, have had the highest prison populations, huge prison populations. It's just way too large, and there's many people there that shouldn't be in prison. And we're not only imprisoning way too many people, but we're losing a lot of money in this country. People estimate $54 billion a year of lost wages and lost productivity. Well, in the Bible, Jesus talked about coming to save people who were starving, people who were in need of medical care, people who are imprisoned. So there's many people in the world who are imprisoned who can be rehabilitated or helped in other better ways. Just putting people in prison sometimes actually defeats the objective of rehabilitating them, especially in cases of drug abuse. Most of the European countries have come up with much better plans where they actually have decriminalized a lot of drugs and have actually provided people who are addicts with what they need, and then have them in drug rehabilitation programs. And many of these programs in this country have worked pretty well. But in terms of my faith, I guess I care about other people, and I'm trying to do what I feel God wants me to do in the world. And one of the things He'd like us to do is stand up for people who have no power, no say, who are being oppressed and imprisoned and things like that, especially unjustly. So that's how my religious faith has affected my views on these things.